going to make this necklace using these bits and pieces, and it's going to be a present for a friend. The plan is to put these together like so. Sew these, see there's a little hole there. Sew these together into there, and then glue this little seed on top like this to make a necklace. So here we go. Pass the needle through. And what I do is I just pass it through here, like so. So it's nice and strong. And that will be at the back, so like so. Now I'm going to pass it so that it looks at the top. So it looks nice and neat. Even though it shows up, it'll be nice and neat. And I will do that again, pass it through again so that it's nice and strong. Here we go. Fantastic. Now I'm passing the needle through and passing it through the crystal like so. And later on I might glue it on, I may not, depends, you know. Depends on how sturdy I think it is. I will avoid gluing if I can. Like so. And one more. So through there. Nice and strong. And then through there. Nice and strong. Like so. Just sewing it at the top so that can hang like that, and it seems like it doesn't really need to be glued. Actually, it doesn't need to be glued on. I might actually go through it one more time because I like the way it looks loose. So it's also good, I think. I love it when I can make those decisions as I go, depending on how it fits. Now see how I want that to sit and be nice and sturdy, like so. And this stone, by the way, I made it out of clay. It's air drying clay, and then I painted on top of it. So what I might do is I'll get some felt to put on there so it's nice and comfortable when you put it on your skin, because it's going to be a necklace. I made this, I weaved this in our workshop, and I was wondering what I would do with it until I came up with this idea. Same thing again. This time I'm not going through the hole because I want it to sit on top of it. I'm just piercing through here and then at the back, and I'm just adjusting it as I go to make sure it sits properly. I'm always pulling, making sure that it works. So through the back, I might actually push it through to here as well, the crystal, and then through here. Make sure I tie it up properly. And then I'm going to wound it around to make sure it sits properly as well. Because you can imagine, you know, think about what it would look like if it's on your neck, you know. You would want it to be balanced. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. A sense of balance. It's looking pretty good actually. Okay, so here it is. I finished sewing it and it looks like that. And now I'm going to glue this on. I could have maybe done a better job at the balancing part, but oh no, it's okay. I think it'll be alright. And then you just glue that on. Can't wait. Okay, here we go. I just put a blob of glue on there. Oops. Oh, try not to get it anywhere else. And just sit whatever it is that you want to glue on there. I think that's going to look beautiful. Now I'm going to actually, wait a minute, I might actually put it on the other side because it might sit better. And what I do is I keep it on there. I need a bigger blob. Right up. I need a bigger blob. Here we go. Much bigger blob. Come on. You can do it. Here, another thing. And I just put that on there. I was quite generous with the glue. I try not to put too much because then I don't want it to spread everywhere. Oh gosh, it went on my little thing. And then I just leave it there and I keep an eye on it in case it slips off. But so far I think it's looking really beautiful. So I'll just keep my finger on it for a little while. So I've got this other one that's almost identical, and I'm just going to cut it out. Cut out the felt. There you go. There we go. Just cut it out. Easy. And I think I want to cut it out so that it doesn't show up. But I will, you know, but I don't think it matters if it does, you know. I think it will be fine. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't really matter if it shows up because it's red and it highlights the whole thing. I think it's beautiful. So I think I'm going to glue this on. Yeah. So I just finished putting glue on it and I'm just going to pop that on like so. Looks beautiful, and I'll leave that to dry as I keep an eye on it. Okay, you can press stop or pause. That's it. Waiting for this to dry, and as I'm waiting, I'm looking at it and thinking about it, yeah? And I think it looks good. It looks really beautiful. As I'm waiting for this one to dry, I'm thinking of another necklace. This is something that I've wove a little while ago. And I think I've just found the right match for what I want to do. I don't know, I think that's too big. That's perfect. Just there. So I'm just going to use this thread. So I'm just now going to sew through this like so, and then I'll sew the other. Then I thought about this. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So basically put one of these on and sew it in the same way I did with the other one. Okay, so you can imagine what this would look like. Yeah, and we've got this one. It's dried very well. This would go on there, and this is one that I made earlier. Looks like that. Beautiful. I love jewellery making, especially this kind. Thank you for joining me. So, here it is. Beautiful.